Ladies and gentlemen of the EPW, my name is Tanner McDavid. Now, I know you guys are wondering, how is Tanner, dealing with the loss of his EPW championship? Well, to be honest, I'm not. As you can tell in the last video, yeah, I'm not doing so well. But you know what? Another thing that has been plaguing me is these questions of asking, who is this Nick guy and what's this VxW that you keep talking about? Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead and explain who VxW is again, because I've had to do this before and for some reason a lot of y'all don't remember. Well, let me refresh you here. I decided to help out some people near my neck of the woods in Virginia. They had a dying YouTube channel that needed some revitalization, and you know what? Me being a benevolent soul, I decided to go over and help them out. It's a little backyard wrestling thing, and I decided to show my prowess and, you know what, actually show them what true wrestling is. And you know what? My first match over there against Nick was for that VxW championship, and I beat him first day. And I held on to that championship for many months. So you can go back and it's well documented. So, and you can say it's almost ironic that the first pay-per-view that Nick shows up for, he wins the EPW championship. I see the irony here. So you know what, that's fine. We'll go ahead and get that out of the way. But a lot of you may not have actually seen a VxW video, VxW promo. Well, let me go ahead and give you, for instance, if you've forgotten, here's what Nick looks like. Okay? And this is kind of something how one of his promos will go, and this is how he feels about actually winning the championship. Let's go ahead and cut to that.
Voices in my head again, trapped in a war inside my own skin. They're pulling me undone.
It's the championship, baby. Well, here I am. Still can't figure out social cues on when to go into the next segment, so I'm just going to stand here awkwardly. Really just don't get what I'm doing. I can be pretty decent whenever I go into actual wrestling, but you know, when it comes to talking and promos, I'm just, I do these weird fluctuations whenever I talk. It's kind of really odd, but try to keep the segment going here because I really don't know how to continue this forward, guys. Hey, I'm the VxW champ, yeah. Yeah, and I got lucky too. I got really lucky with the EPW championship. I'm really thankful to have an actual title belt worth prestige among my accolades, even though they're not much. You see, he's really awkward when he gets in the ring. You know what? He can wrestle. I will give him that, but he can't talk. He's kind of like the Jason Jordan equivalent in VxW. He can wrestle. He's great at wrestling, but the promos, man, they are really lackluster. Another guy that showed up at the pay-per-view last night was James. Also goes by the name of BJ Punk. Yeah, I know, right? Real original. But he's actually decent. Not really too worried about him because all he really does in VxW just beat up people. He doesn't really do any promos. He just does a lot of moves that that tried to incapacitate people. So you know, I'm not really too worried about him in the EPW because there's not really a lot of mental capacity going on here. Here's a picture of James here. So yeah, something like that. So there's, again, can't really do a promo of his because he really doesn't have any. One guy though I will mention, one more that I will mention. He wasn't there that night, but you know what? why not bring him up? Because it's kind of fun to make fun of him. You got Drake. He doesn't really have a nickname. He doesn't really have a stupid nickname. But you know what? This guy, he had been on a losing streak. I would say rival to Kurt Hawkins. He was losing so much. Here's what he looks like here. And let's cut to a promo of his. So let's cut to that. Weeaboo, anime, Dragon Ball Z, weeaboo. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. There's a reason why he's not really on this channel. He can't really control himself. He's really big into anime, so some of y'all might relate to that. So VxW itself, though, is almost a dying channel, really. They do the best they can. They're trying to hop on, and now it looks like they are trying to invade the EPW. I got this to say. I know that the rest of the EPW have their own gripes with me. I understand that. But I vow right now that I'm putting all the selfish behavior aside for now. Right now I'm thinking of the good of the EPW. Right now I'm focused on trying to stop VxW from invading. They are nothing more than a parasite, latching on to anything they can for sustenance, for life. And then once they have drained something completely void of any talent, of any substance, they move on to the next. And this parasite is not about to latch on to the EPW. You have my word. The glorious Tanner McDavid is devoting all of his time and effort to making sure that they do not ruin the EPW.